Good afternoon. My name is Leticia Gonzalez. I'm going to talk about Classroom Talk. First of all, I want to mention that learning a second language brings a lot of personal benefits to our students because it expands their field of communication. It is also contributing to their cognitive, personal, and social development. Learning a second language since the infancy has been shown to have various benefits for our child. For example, communicative competency, increase the development of their mathematical skills, critical thinking, improve memory and listening skills, flexibility of mind and creativity. The brain increases their neural connections and this will make their learning happen easier and faster. Classroom Talk. What is classroom interaction? Interaction in the classroom involves the process of communication. It refers to the interaction between the teacher and learners, between individuals and amongst the learners in the classroom, even though between learners and textbooks or cassettes. Classroom interaction is a practice that enhances the development of the two very important language skills, which are speaking and listening among the learners. This device helps the learner to be competent enough to think critically and share their views among their peers. Aims of classroom interaction. It promotes meaningful communication in the target language. It provides a meta-language for talking about language and culture. It engages learners with texts and resources that reflect language and culture in context. It engages learners in tasks that deepen their experience and understanding of the target language and culture. It promotes reflection on language and culture, learning, and use. Here we have the types of classroom interaction. Group work, close-ended teacher questioning, individual work, choral responses, collaboration, students initiate, teacher answers, full class interaction, teacher talk, self-assess, open-ended teacher questioning. Group work. Students work in small groups on tasks that entail interaction, conveying information, for example, or group decision making. The teacher walks around, listening, and intervenes little, if at all. Close-ended teacher questioning. Only one right response gets approved. Sometimes, cynically called the guess what the teacher wants you to say game. Individual work. The teacher gives a task or set of tasks and students work on them independently. The teacher walks around monitoring and assisting where necessary. Choral responses. The teacher gives a model which is repeated by all the class in the chorus, or gives a cue which is response in the same way. Collaboration. Do the same task as individual work, usually in pairs or trios, to try to achieve the best results they can. Teacher may or not intervene. Students initiate, teacher answers. The students think of questions and the teacher responds, but the teacher decides who asks, for example, in a guessing game. Full class interaction. The students debate a topic or do a language task as a class. The teacher may intervene occasionally to stimulate participation or to monitor. Teacher talk. This may involve some kind of silent student response, such as grading from dictation, but there is no initiative on the part of the student. Self-access. Students choose their own learning tasks and work autonomously. Open-ended teacher questioning. There are a number of possible right answers, so that more students answer each cue. Group work. I am especially to talk about group work. It can be an effective method to motivate students, encourage active learning, and develop critical thinking, communication, and decision-making skills. I used to group my students to mix skill levels. Students learn well when different skills and levels are mixed. With this, you can make sure your strongest students are intermingled with others. Group work organization. The instructions that are given at the beginning are crucial. If the students do not understand exactly what they have to do, there will be time wasting, confusion, lack of effective practice, possible loss of control. Select tasks that are simple enough to describe easily. It is advisable to give the instruction before giving out materials or dividing the class into groups, and a preliminary rehearsal or dry run of a sample of activity with the full class can help to clarify things. If your students have already done similar activities, you will be able to shorten the process, giving only a brief guidelines. Try to foresee what language will be needed and have a preliminary quick review of appropriate grammar or vocabulary. Finally, before giving the sign to start, tell the class what the arrangements are for stopping. If there is a time limit or a set of signals for stopping, say what it is. If the group simply stop when they have to finish, then tell them what they will have to do next. Who hasn't played Guess Who? This game can be played in all elementary levels using animals or people photographs. Put your students into groups of about 4 or 5. Give a photo of an animal or people's profession to one student. He or she has to cover it without showing the rest of the group or class. Each student of the group can make closed questions in order to find the animal or person that is in the photo. Members of the group should write a descriptive words, nouns, adjectives, or phrases on the notebook about that animal or person. Once one student guesses, they are going to check their list of words in order to make a description about the animal or people that was guessed. And they are going to expose to the rest of the class their description. This game includes group work, close-ended student questioning, and collaboration. Transactional versus interactional communication. Communication in the language classroom includes transactional, that is the information transmitted, and interactional, that has a communicative purpose. Interactional language is the language we use to build and maintain relationships. It can be compared to transactional language, which normally carries a message and is the language used to get things done. The aim of transactional language is to communicate a specific message. For example, I like a cup of tea, please. Here you are. The aim of interactional language is to maintain a social relationship. Good morning, good morning. Most discourse contains a mixture of transactional and interactional language. IRS observation has shown that the most common type of classroom interaction is that known as IRF, initiation response feedback. In initiation response feedback, the teacher initiates an exchange which is usually in the form of questions. One student answers and the teacher gives feedback. Classroom interaction analysis. Classroom interaction analysis refers to a technique consisting of the objective and systematic observation of the classroom event for the study of the teaching classroom behavior and the process of interaction going inside the classroom. Classroom interaction analysis is helpful in developing interactive language teaching since it gives the researcher taxonomy for observing teachers, set a framework for evaluating and improving the teaching, and helps to set learning climate for interactive teachers. Some things that teacher has to do when teachers talk are deals with feelings, praises or encourages, uses ideas of students, asks questions, lecturing, giving direction, criticizing or justifying authority. And students talk when student talk response, student talk initiation, silent or confusion, work oriented, non-work oriented. Scaffolding. It takes place when learner helps to another to produce a spoken form in the target language, which is your, his or her present level of competence.